Part of me wants to like take it for a test drive, but it's a bit weird seeing a grown man with an empty pram, really, innit? Good morning. So we're up pretty early because we're actually heading down to St Albans for the weekend. It's actually been a bit of a crazy week. I was on Come Dine with Me the other night.
Is it weird going around other people's houses to eat?
Especially her house was trippy and her food was awful.
So the person who's picked this menu is trying to show off because they've got fancy ingredients. Fancy ingredients cooked badly is still a bad meal.
Who's that good looking lad then?
So we drove down to St Albans, only about an hour and a half or so. This is actually where Chibi and I first got together, so we love coming back. And also my aunt-in-law, aka my mother-in-law, she lives down here. They've gone to Ikea today to go and look at stuff for the wife's baby shower, and also I think like nursery stuff. We're not going to buy that yet. Like, have you noticed though that everyone has an opinion about how to do pregnancy, and it's like people are just quite forthcoming with their opinions even when you don't ask? Like, that gets to me a little bit. Like, when there's one lady this week who was like, "Oh, you're starting to buy stuff," and we're like, well yeah, because I certainly can't afford to pay everything as soon as the baby's born. We actually bought a pram the other day. Part of me wants to like take it for a test drive, but it's a bit weird seeing a grown man with an empty pram, really, innit? So. But financially we'll make it work, like, because you have to. It's not that you can be like, oh, how are we going to make it work? We can't. But at the same time, you're never going to be earning enough money. That's the way I look at it. To be able to give my kid what I want. I want millions. I want millions of pounds to give my kid everything, but I'm aware that that's not going to happen. So instead it's a matter of, okay, well, what can I do right now? Well, I won't buy that pair of shoes, or we won't go out for dinner. And it is tough making those decisions, but it's necessary, isn't it? So like, that balance between mother and career woman, you can see that is such a hard decision to make, because either way, you know, you're going to be sacrificing something. And it's Chibi's just literally got offered a job opportunity that she really wanted, but now through different circumstances she obviously can't take it, and that's hard, because obviously we're stoked to be having a family and whatnot, but financially that's going to make a difference. And also she wanted that opportunity, and it's easier for us as a fella, really, I think, because you haven't got you've not got that concern to think about. Like, either way you're going to keep on working, right? So and paternity leave's not incredible, is it? So come on, where are you going? You walk in some shops and you feel a little bit like, wow, okay, this is a bit intimidating. Like, you feel a bit overwhelmed with the amount of stuff that people say that you're going to need, and without sounding all completely away with the fairies, bottom line is, you know, as long as you love your kid and you're going to be there for it, that's really all it needs, right? So, especially as a dad as well, you know, I think it's fair to say that we're not always painted out in a fantastic light, painted out as a little bit incompetent. You know, I'm really confident that I'm going to be able to be the dad that my kid needs. And so, like, the sooner I get my head around, well, I don't need this and this in order to do that. All I really need to do is be there for it. All I really need to do is build a good relationship with it, where I can communicate with them. That's really what a dad is, right? A dad is about being consistent. It's about being a pillar of strength, and you do that by being there, not by having this latest gadget that makes you do this and this and makes it easier to do that. Of course those things will be cool, but they're not what your kid needs. Come on. I'm well aware that society tells me I need all this stuff, but that stuff comes after being there as a dad, doesn't it? I gave myself a bit of a pep talk there, because financially you can find yourself getting yourself down a little bit down, saying, oh, am I going to be able to afford this and this and this and this? But it's not the most important thing. It would be great to hear what products you found useful. Like, is there a particular car seat that's been decent? Everyone's telling me the same one. Are there other options? Or is there like a particular what's it called? Come on, where baby sleeps? Crib. Is there a particular crib that you found good? Well, Mrs. has gone to Ikea, so if she comes back with a crib, ignore the crib bit. But if there's something that you feel is particularly good, has been useful, please do let me know. Please do subscribe as well. Subscribe, share, like. The more dads see this, the better. because the more people there will be, you know, putting advice down on the threads below. Follow me on Twitter, it's at the daddy. All the links are below. Cheers guys for watching, and maybe girls, it's not exclusive. It's meant to be for dads, but hey, if you want to watch as well, that's fine. And hopefully I'll talk to you again soon. God bless.